So John, you try to stand somewhere around here so that she. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning. Yes, thank you for coming to our Pacifica studio. So today, this is our first time that we do live with Cooking Apa, and yeah, thank you so much. For those online, please help us to share out, and we will have some interesting food later. Basically, Cooking Apa will make 2 chickens today and 2 fish, and he might do prawn, he told me.
Yeah.
I think he's going to do it, bring out with him. Okay, so yeah, so any question later on, please do ask us. You can feel free to walk around and talk around, any question that you ask us. For those online who are viewing us, please, if you've got any question, please just start in and we will help you as soon as possible, and our assistant will reply a message later. So please welcome our Cooking Apa.
Thank you. Thanks, John. John is actually the general manager of Pacifica. Of Pacifica. So apparently, then only I realized he's also one of my followers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for him as well.
So first of all, I would like to thank Pacifica for getting Cooking Apa to have a chance to mix with all my followers. For those online, if you are watching right now, please share out to your friends so that your friends can also follow us on this live session. Because Apa don't do live very often.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The live you actually need a bit more gears and stuff. Okay. First of all, today I'm going to make use of the equipments from Pacifica, namely I actually usually call it the steamer.
Steamer, we call it Forge.
Forge. It has a very changgay name called Forge, and also we have another which is I call that a blender. That is a blender. Okay, so it can actually make many of things. We will test out. We will use the machine to test out different things, and you'll be surprised how easy it can be. Okay,
so
and
this is called the Vortex.
And I remember after a few rounds I tried, I actually told my mother-in-law that my family that was the best soup I ever made in my life, and there's a reason for it. I will tell you all why is it so good. Why is it using the steamer to make this soup so good and so easy later? Okay, so today we will be making few chicken dishes, seafood dishes, and then some desserts later. So we will go one by one. So we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait until you finish the first one. Then only we start the second one. We will actually do all those concurrently. So I may get some of you to come out in front to help out a little bit. Some very simple stuff lah. Okay, most of the ingredient I already prepared, and to really make your dishes very flavorful for this using this machine seriously, you don't need a lot of ingredient. Okay, now let's start with the ones which will need longer time. I have approximately. This is maybe about 2.5 kg of chicken here. I'm actually bringing your ma chao ji today, which is one of the very famous free-range chicken in Kuala Lumpur right now. You can't really get it everywhere. I happen to see it actually from the Auckland Road Wet Market. So the difference between ma chao ji, it actually means ma chao is actually one kind of vegetable, one kind of vegetables. So this chicken is eating this ma cao. So it is called ma cao ji. Ma cao gai lah. So why is this so different? As you all know, free range chicken, if you use free range chicken to cook soup or fry, it will be sweeter, right? But at the same time, it has one problem, very chewy. Most free range chicken is very chewy. So this ma cao ji doesn't have the chewy problem, and yet at the same time giving you the natural sweet taste. I am not promoting ma cao ji here. They did not pay me for that. I just feel that it's one type of kind of good free range chicken that you all can use. I will decide how much to put inside the steamer later, because I purposely bring a bit more lah. Okay, I purposely bring a bit more. Okay, first of all, we are going to start with making chicken and mushroom soup. And as the name suggests, we will only put in the chicken, put in some shiitake mushroom, which is already soaked. Okay, some shiitake mushroom, which is already soaked. Do you all know how to choose mushroom or not? Of course, this is already soaked. Oh, actually, I got fresh one. Can I take it out? See whether I can find my fresh one or not. I think I got some extra fresh one just now. Oh, I have. So how do you differentiate between a very good mushrooms? Number one, actually the whole pack should be the same size. The whole pack should be similar size. Okay? So this is considered the medium size. Second thing, it should be as whitish as possible, especially here. If you see this part, the bottom part of the mushroom is dark color, meaning not as quite old already. It has old stock. In other words, it means old stock. So if you see this part is actually very whitish in color like this, okay, very whitish in color, it means this is actually considered the new stock, very fresh. And usually this, of course, is more expensive lah, but it's worth it lah. Go to the Chinese herbal shop. I think in Malaysia we are all very lucky. Just go to any Chinese herbal shop and get them. I got this from OUG, Chinese herbal shop. So this, and also it should be quite thick. It should be quite thick. Okay, so this is actually how you choose a mushroom. And usually, those you find from the supermarket, the whole thing is quite brown color. You don't get this whitish color. So this is actually what we normally call the huagu. Okay, the Japanese huagu, which is the higher grade. Higher grade. All right. So after that, you will soak them under water until it is soft. And then you will remove the middle stem, okay, middle stem, and I will actually cut it into half. Sometimes I don't cut, it really depends. Like I always say, there's no rule in Appa's kitchen. You do whatever you want because you are cooking for your family. You are not cooking for Appa. So do it your way, all right? So we have the chicken, we have the mushroom, and now we only need to put these two together with a few pieces of ginger inside one of the steamer. Perhaps we can start with this one. Do we have any volunteer?
Any volunteer? Anyone want to try?
Just put it in. Seriously, that's how simple it is.
You should try it. It's very good.
Ada sudu besar ya, ada sudu besar. Okay, okay, maybe you want to be here. Okay, boleh lah, pakai ni. So, when you want to open it, you just press this one because it's normally locked, you know. Okay. Usually it's actually locked, so all you need is just to open this, and you always have create this habit that you want to open this outwards, because next time when it is cool, it's going to have a lot of hot steam inside, so you won't hurt your hand. So you just make it a habit. You always open out our, even though it is empty inside. So of course we don't need this lah. Okay, we don't need this. So this steamer actually comes with a stainless steel inner pot. It comes with 2 pot, right? All your package comes with 2 pot.
Yeah, 1 inner pot and 1 fish pot.
And 1 fish pot. So we will talk about the fish pot later. Okay, so all you need to do is put in some chicken, put some mushroom, put few pieces of ginger. That's all. You can just use this. Just use this. You can put about at least 1/3, maybe 1/3 from here. I think you can put more. Put more.
It's just too small. I feel like it's
a bit too small because unless you want to use your hand.
your hand. I just wash my hand. It's so much easier.
Okay.
Okay, this is so much easier.
Okay. Then put in all the mushroom. All right. Then we have few pieces of ginger here. And then we need to add some water. Where's the purified water?
Purified water. You can actually use this one. We have the purified machine here.
Okay.
So you can actually use this.
Come, I'll put here. So this is already filtered. Okay, so I'm trying to find there is a maximum sign. There is a maximum sign over here. Can you see? There's actually a maximum sign inside the pot. See? There is a maximum sign here. So when you put in the water, don't put the water more, or the water level should not go beyond the maximum sign. Okay, because you don't want it to overflow. All right, just like that. Just like that, and then you close it.
So easy.
Nah, you try to close it.
What is that?
Okay, lock, right? Yep. Okay, it's now locked. So you just put it inside, put it back to the machine.
Easier. Yeah.
Okay. Is it on already? This one?
It's not ready.
So you just choose. You only press. So this is you want to steam the chicken. You press steam chicken. You can. This is a free range chicken. If you use normal chicken, maybe half an hour will do. Normal farm chicken about half an hour. This is free range chicken. I will go between 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. So this one maybe you just press. So this is 1 hour. 1 hour. You can reduce. Okay. 45 minutes. Press start. Okay, that's all.
Start cooking.
So basically the machine will automatically cook, then you can do anything else you want. The machine will do all, because a lot of people, they cook soup, they are very worried about the fire, things like that. You need to take care of the fire, but this machine basically, they will help you to cook by himself. Yeah.
Okay, so, and then if you halfway want to add something, you can also...
You can pause it.
You can pause it.
Let's
by...
say, right now it stops. Right now it's cooking. If I press steam chicken here,
Cooking paused.
yeah, then you can, like certain time you want to put tomato or you want to put veggie later on, you can do that. So you can remove the pot. Yeah. So after you put everything, cut back, then you can just press start. Then you continue cook.
Okay.
Continue cooking.
So don't worry, if you forgot this and that, it will keep nagging you.
Yeah, it will talk to you and remind you. Okay, so actually our first dish is ready. You will cook by yourself. You see what I normally do at home. Last time, because I have to, the moment I reach home, I have to immediately start preparing the soup first. Then I have to go and do other things. So this one, Actually, if you really want to, you can actually preset it and cook in the morning, even before you leave your home. So you can preset it, and when the time comes, it can actually cook by itself and stop. And then if you don't open this, the heat can retain up to 8 hours. I haven't tried up to 8 hours yet. Myself, I have tried up to 7 hours. Still hot. If it's a soup, don't open it. Because this inside here is actually a pressurized environment. It's actually a pressurized vacuum environment. Okay, so the heat retention is very good. So you can pre-cook this at home. So, what? Huh? Berapa?
Oh, we'll tell you later.
Later.
Enjoy the food first. We need to eat something and enjoy the food first.
So, and after it is done, just put a dash of salt. That's it. Only put a dash of salt. Okay, so let's do the second chicken. Now this chicken, I'm going to put in the green radish and also carrot. Maybe I have someone to help me. Fiona, come. Come, help me, come. My friend, so I dare to ask her. Chengua.
Wash your hands first, please.
What is it in English?
I tried to check. It says radish only.
Not coyote.
Hmm?
Coyote.
I'm not exactly sure, seriously. You just help me to peel off. Peel off and then I'll cut it into chunks. I'll tell you how to cut later. This one also peel off. Peel here. Actually, it's more common for them to cook this dish with pork rib. More common. But we try to do halal dishes today. So we make use of chicken. If not, usually it's pork ribs. But actually, seriously, it really doesn't matter. You know, many of times when one of the most frequent questions from my followers every day is, Appa, if I don't have this, can I use that? Seriously, it's not Appa eating your dish. It's your family eating your dish. Whatever your family like, put it in, right? Because see how the way I cook my dish, actually sometimes very difficult. Why? Because my wife doesn't eat spicy. My mother-in-law doesn't eat spicy. So I love spicy. So it becomes very difficult for me to cook. Yeah. I cook for my mother-in-law also. So everyone at home has a different taste. Very difficult. This is why I started my Cooking Appa channel. It is actually to give people ideas on what to cook. So fast done 你会切滚刀吗？
怎样滚不会有？
一边切一边滚，就叫做滚刀咯。滚刀就是你看切一刀，滚它。
哦 ，OK， 这个叫滚刀。
再切一刀，滚。So, especially home cooking, people just want some ideas because you are cooking for different people with different tastes. So sometimes you will see when I fry my noodles, sometimes I don't even put veggie inside because my 3-year-old daughter doesn't like to eat veggie. The moment I put veggie inside, she will get me to pick up one by one, So I might as well don't put veggie sometimes. 小心你的手哦，慢慢来，没有赶时间。小心你的手，我看到有点怕。小心手。
That's why I stand behind a little bit.
No, but I know she cooks very often. Therefore, I dare to ask her to do it. 可以，下一道的。OK， 可以了。Second steamer。
Second steamer.
Come， 来，我们 steamer 拿过来。 你给你直接下。
We call
Okay.
this either pot.
Inner pot. This is the non-stick pot.
304 stainless steel.
你 try to 开，
这样开。
就这样就开了，
哦
向外开。
Okay.
Try to always make it a habit to open like that, even though there's nothing inside.
Okay.
Because next time when it is hot, you will also open this way. Make it a habit.
Can do facial like open the face.
Very hot. Be very careful. Okay, so you put in the chicken first. 放1/3下去看。这边最少可以下一半了。The green radish is actually very good to enhance our antibody. But you don't see everywhere. I got it from the wet market. Actually nowadays many young, especially the younger generation, they don't go wet market. Even my wife don't go wet market.
She's young.
Young 咯 young 啦 ，around my age 啦 young 啦。啊，放多点啦，还有喂。尽量中间放一个空位。This pot you will notice there is one thing sticking out. This thing, this a rod energy bar, because the steam is actually released from here. So if let's say the thing that you are cooking will be blocking this energy bar, what you do is you turn and take it out. Then the steam will come out from here instead of here. But if the dish you are cooking, you can actually accommodate to this energy bar, it's better to have it on. So that this energy bar can actually steam your dish from the bottom. Okay?
You go 360 basically.
Yeah.
Later once, actually you can, if you come over here, you can hear the
Okay, I will put
cooling sound.
few pieces of ginger here and 青红萝卜
全部哈。
放啊，放旁边，放旁边，中间留一个洞。我拿水。 So try to use purified water for this particular thing. Then you add in the water. Where is the maximum sign? Where's the maximum sign?
This is called.
Where is?
Rice soup.
Okay, here. Okay, done. Closed. 来，抓住这边，对，抓住这边下。 You should hear a click sound. Just now, got click Oh, click already. Okay. Put it. Where is it
In front.
Front. Nah. Nah. Just 放进去，放得进吗 ？OK， 等它开电一下。 Okay, so also the same, you click the steamed chicken.
Steamed chicken.
Reduce the time to 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Okay, start. Okay, basically done. You want to wash your hand. Basically done. It will cook by itself. Sometimes, if you want to wash it, cook it for a longer time, like the other day, I made a 淮山 not 淮山 sorry 淮扬狮子头 a huge meatball. So that one I actually need, after frying the meatball, I need to cook it for minimum 2 hours. So when you use 2 hours on this, you have to press the soup button. So if you press the soup button, it will be more like a slow cook. It will actually slow cook. You can actually hear the way it cooks is actually different. The steaming coming up is actually different. Okay, started.
You can hear the sound, you go 360 there.
Right, so the next one is the fish. So we actually have a designated fish pot coming together let me get rid of this first. I think fish, let me put it myself lah. Okay. Okay, so it actually comes with a glass top like this. Because it comes with a designated glass, so it has some limitation. As in, it has a limitation as to the size and the shape of your fish. So this is why I say today I purposely bring two different kinds of fish. Okay? These two fish here, this one is, the tilapia is 820 gram. The snapper is about 700 gram. But you will notice, the snapper, if I don't remove part of the tail, it cannot go in. Because of the shape of the fish. The snapper has a longer head. The tilapia has a much shorter head. So if you want to cook, the other day I tried to cook Chinese pomfret douchang. Okay? But my douchang is about 500 gram. Anything more than 500 gram for douchang, because it's round, douchang is round. So you cannot put it in already. Okay? So there is some limitation there. But actually this machine is really designed for city living small families. So this is why actually for my family, any fish which is about above 700-800 gram, we cannot finish already. Usually we will finish about 600-700 gram. So which is actually just nice. So, but one thing I like about this particular thing is, did you see all this thing here? It actually erases your fish for you. You know, every time when you see my video when I was steaming the fish, I will put chopstick underneath so that the fish can be steamed more evenly. You raise the fish. So this one, no need to put chopstick. Actually, you want to put chopstick, also cannot go in. But it already raised it for you, so which is very good. You don't have to put extra chopsticks anymore. So what we do here is make few cuts on your fish. By the way, do you know how to make the correct way of making the slits? They call it slits, right? Cut it through vertically, then go sideways. Cut it through vertically, then go front. Huh? Then only it will actually open up more surface. It will open up more surface. Not most people just do this way. Not enough. Go in front. Yes, do a L. When you touches the bone, that's where you do the L. This is how the chef at the restaurant do.
Actually, come nearer, you can see the difference. You can see the difference now. Now, you cannot use this cutting for all fish. I'm using tilapia and snapper today, so no problem. I'm sorry, it moved. I forgot to put a cloth underneath. Okay? So you got this. Now, like I said, you cannot do this for all the fish. Example, garupa, don't cut this way. Garupa, never cut this way. Or you have some longhu pan, never cut this way. Garupa fish, never cut this way. Why? Because any fish which has got very flaky flesh, like garupa or longhu pan, those type, you can only cut from the top. You can only cut from the top. You cannot cut from the side. The moment you cut from the side, you destroy the texture already.
What fish is this?
Snapper.
Snapper.
This snapper is not normal snapper. This snapper is actually, they call it, it's caught by rod. It's called, they call it 海钓. Caught by rod, fishing rod. This is, huh? This is angzhou. This is angzhou. Okay, this is angzhou. Okay, so you put in the fish and you want to put in a few pieces of ginger, 2 pieces inside the cavity. Oh, actually, just now somebody asked me how come the fish he make got fishy smell. Because one thing here, see this already there is okay. Always wash away the fish kidney, which is the middle, the center part of the fish. The center part of the fish, no matter what fish you are having, there's always a very thin membrane covering it. And underneath the membrane is blood. Those blood is the fish kidney. And that is the source of fishiness. The moment you remove this blood, it's almost impossible for your fish to have fishiness anymore. Okay? So very important, remove the kidney. Sometimes you need to use a knife or a scissor to cut through it, cut out the thin membrane, and then I usually will use a toothbrush. Actually, not me lah, my kaka. So she will use I taught her lah. So she will use a toothbrush to brush out all the bloods in the middle. That is the kidney. Remove that. Okay, that's the first way of removing the fishiness of the fish. It will work on 95%. What happened to the remaining 5%? If you do that, and also you will, and after you steam this, you remove the fishy water also. The fish is still fishy. That's where the 5% comes in. You bought a fish which is not fresh. Actually, when you bought a fish which is not fresh, there's nothing you can do. Seriously.
Or Appa, maybe you want to share with us how to select a fresh fish.
Okay.
I don't know how, maybe you guys know, but just a question on behalf of some of our viewers.
This is very good question, but seriously, this is not foolproof. You know why not fool? Whatever I tell you now is not foolproof is because nowadays they put a lot of chemicals to make it look fresh. Okay? So anyway, just some general guideline. Number one, this one I can guarantee you is fresh. You know why? Because when I buy it is still alive. Yesterday. Still moving, still swimming one. This one is still 咬水 one, you know, yesterday. So I'm sure it's very fresh. First thing, you look at the eyes must be very clear. The fish eyes must be very clear. If it's very clouded, you see this one? You look at my snapper. This is after 3-4 days, you know. Can you imagine the day when I bought it? How fresh it is. It must be crystal clear. That's number one. Number two, the body must be firm. If you press, it went down, it's not fresh. And then number three is something that most of you won't do lah. I think some of you yes lah, but the younger one won't do lah. Open up this one, look at the gill lah. It must be as red as possible. If the gill is already a grayish color, not so fresh. So, okay, but like I said, this is not foolproof lah. So, but of course, over the time, because you are buying fish for your family, you'll be buying everywhere. So that's the time when you can actually try and error. Like this one, this fish, I know there's one small lorry selling at near where I stay in Taman Desa. He only comes once a week. And he started selling at 6 a.m., I think. And all his fish is by fishing road. Fishing road. So why by fishing road is so good? Because normally if the commercial fishing boat, they may take 1 week to come back. So your fish is already 1 week in the sea before reaching you, you know. But this one, fishing road, the most is 1-2 days. So you know the fish is, number one, very fresh. Then some people ask me, Appa, how you know it's by road, by fishing road? Maybe he bluffed, Okay, possible. So what are the other things that I know is actually quite real? Number one, I tested few of his fishes. Really one of the best I ever tested from KL so far. Number two, all his fishes are different size one. You know, commercial fishmonger, they will grade the fish one. So all different size, 500 grams, 800 grams, 1 kg, all similar size one. But this lorry, all different size. And then he also have some fish that other people don't have. So that's how I actually feel that I think he's telling the truth. Only thing is quite expensive lah. 55 ringgit. This is 55 ringgit per kg. Not cheap. Because it's even before I cook. No? It's even before I cook.
After you cook 199.
But seriously, it's good. Yesterday I cooked the other one. Very good. Very fresh. Okay, come.
Before that,
Let's.
how about the red eyes?
What?
Red eyes.
Red eye sometimes you will have it lah. Should be fine lah.
Should be fine.
Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit, marinate it with a little bit of salt, and that's all. Nothing else. Usually at home I will use my hand, but here cannot. This is not my salt. Just a little bit will do lah. Because later we will make some sauce. Okay, I will make some very easy steamed fish sauce. Okay, we have slit the fish, put in some ginger, maybe with some salt. This one close.
The salt no need to rub in.
Some will do, but for me, because I know this fish is very, very fresh, so I don't mind. Actually, sometimes you know why people use salt to rub the fish or not? They want to rub off the sliminess of oven on the fish. Sometimes that also contains the fishy smell. But this fish, I won't worry lah. This is why sometimes when you cook at home, you have to understand your own ingredient, and sometimes you have to test. Can or not? Okay. So steam the fish. Okay. Steaming the fish, this fish, 700 grams, I asked the fish seller, I said, how long? He told me 15 minutes. If the seller told you 15 minutes, then this machine, you put 17. At least. Why? Because this machine, for the last 2 minutes, it will actually off. It will actually off. So that when you take, it will actually let it rest for the last 2 minutes. And before it starts, it will take about 20 seconds for the steam to build up. So about 17, 18 minutes. Sometimes you have to test at your home, but let it start. You will see the steam coming out shortly. About 20 seconds. Now, my suggestion to you is if you have this machine at home, you have to test. But generally, your steamed fish using this machine should be somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes using this machine. Because you don't forget, from the starting part, like here, the first 20 seconds, it is still building up the steam. And then the last 2 minutes, it will actually off the steam. But let it continue cook by itself. Okay? So while waiting for that, I will also make a few slits on this tilapia, which is still swimming yesterday. See? The steam is coming up. Okay, same thing. After making the slit, I will actually put a few pieces of ginger inside the cavity and also outside. And I will rub it sprinkle a little bit of salt. Now the thing about tilapia fish, if you all have been following my video, you know that tilapia is actually one of my favorite fish. But it has one problem, the earthy smell, the earthy taste. Now, the earthy smell from someone actually commented on one of my videos saying the earthy smell can easily be removed by rubbing some flour and also salt. I did not reply her because I don't want to cari gaduh. Impossible. It will not work. That way will not work. Because for tilapia, if that particular tilapia actually comes with a muddy taste, the muddy taste is inside the meat. How are you going to remove the muddy taste by applying the flour and salt on the surface, where the muddy smell is actually inside the meat? So how I buy tilapia is, I only buy from the place that I know that place tilapia doesn't have muddy smell. How I know? Try lor.
Is it true they say black tilapia there's no earthy smell?
No, this is red.
Choose black.
No,
Black tilapia.
this is red. And I'm telling you, this doesn't have muddy smell. Not true. Not true. Not true. Yeah. But seriously, no. I bought it from D Market Taman Desa. Yeah, D Market, because I'm staying in Taman Desa. So I bought it from D Market Taman Desa. I'm sure there are many other places. They also sell tilapia without muddy taste. You can only test. Try the first one. Ooh, cannot. I hope Aeon won't sue me for saying this lah. I bought few from Aeon. Tak boleh makan. Okay, there's no way you can remove this, no matter what you do to this fish. No, they also got the dead ones. Yes, they got both. Okay, so this is done. So can you help me? This is thicker. This is 820. I will say, make it 19 or 20 minutes lah. To me, actually, yeah, just try lah. Kasih cuci.
And this one you can trace because this is actually the arrow where the smoke come out. So
Where's the arrow for that?
This is the one. Yeah, so you can trace whichever area you start where you want. Yeah, so we just wait.
Just like that. And then there's one thing I like about this particular bowl. This bowl actually has two small cavity hole. I don't know what is it for but for me, I use it to remove the fishy water.
There's a small little hole here.
Actually, two hole.
One here, one here. Yep.
I use that hole to remove the fishy water sometimes. Always remove the fishy water. I have few people commenting and say, Appa, you are throwing away the goodness. No, that is fishy. Always remove the fishy water when you steam a fish. I always like to have this joke with my followers lah. If you follow my way and your fish dish still comes out fishy, I'm telling you, you bought a fish which is not fresh. That's all.
Why must you steam the fish when you're steaming? I always do that when I do frying, but steaming, the first time I see people see the fish that's
God.
in the restaurant they do.
God. Yes, especially when they slit the top.
Or the butterfly or the skin on the
Actually, many of them choose to do butterfly. But when they do butterfly, the cut is actually more than what we did just now. But if you butterfly especially your tilapia, it can break very easily your tilapia.
This one is always the Thai style cutting.
No, like I mentioned, it is actually when you slit at the back, meaning that fish is usually meant for those very flaky fish. Yes. Sun Hok never do side slit. Oh, don't spoil this fish. Don't spoil this fish. Always do from the top. Sun Hok. Okay. And this one, we have some prawns here. Do we still have this? Oh, okay. So we have few prawns here. I accidentally brought the big ones. Not that I don't want to bring the big one, but a smaller one easier to cook. Okay, anyway, of course you want to cut out the front part here and also remove the leg and also remove the devein it. Devein it, put it inside. Nowadays, I hope people who rear prawns will not sue me for saying this, but don't buy prawns which is rare. Rare. I don't want to say I don't want to say too much on this because I don't want to get sued. I always buy sea prawn. And you will be very surprised. The freshest sea prawn that you can buy from the market, when I say market nowadays, got online market, got wet market, every kind of market. But now the freshest sea prawn to buy is actually from online. Okay, I'm going to put in fresh garlic. I'm a ginger garlic person, so I always put a lot. If you don't want to put that much, don't put. Sometimes I get scolded for putting all this thing. Okay, and this basin is a little bit too far. I don't know how many times I keep on washing my hand. Usually that's how I cook. Okay, let's give it a little bit of seasoning. We try to do halal today, so no 绍兴酒. Actually, they got hiding there.
It's your favorite.
Yeah. Actually, many people, you know what's the number one question people ask me about 绍兴酒or not? Number one question. They always ask what is the difference between 绍兴 wine and 花雕酒. Can any one of you help? What is the difference? Huh? What's the difference between 花雕酒 and 绍兴 wine? It's the same. It's the same thing. It's referring to the same thing. It is actually yellow rice wine. I'm going to season it with a bit of this.
What's that?
I'll try and guess.
Let's have a look.
You don't have to look at this label one. No use. Garlic oil, yes. Not 长桃. Suan tou. Wait, cannot open. Okay. You know, people always think that oil is for you to fry things. Actually, no. Oil is used for seasoning. And I always have Korean sesame oil. I always have homemade garlic oil. I always have homemade onion oil. So I have all kinds of different oil to season my food. And when you use all this seasoning, it's very, very fragrant. I don't want to use light soya sauce today. I use this one. Many of my followers always ask me, Appa, which fish sauce is the best in the world?
Oh, it's very salty, right? Fish oil?
Extremely salty. So only put a little bit. Few dashes of white pepper. Of course, when you are doing this at home, put in some Shaoxing wine lah. It's for prawn. It's good to put in Shaoxing wine lah. If your prawn is the normal size, this is considered XXL already. If your prawn is normal size, 3 minutes. No. 3 minutes plus 2 minutes, 5 minutes. You must always plus 2 using this machine. So this one, 5 plus 2, 7 minutes. I will prefer it to be a little bit overcooked, it's okay. Hey, finish cooking already? Oh, I haven't made the fish sauce yet. Okay, let's quickly make a very simple fish sauce. I know many of you are buying those ready-made steamed fish sauce, right? Actually, I just very quickly show you how to make your steamed fish sauce at home. And it's very, very simple. And where is my chicken stock? This is how I keep my stocks in a small Tupperware, different sizes. Pork stock, chicken stock, I always keep it on this and put it inside the freezer. Okay? Huh? I got a lot of videos on that. I can give you the link later. Okay? So, I'll probably make a new video next week also on how to make pork stock. Actually, it's good for you to mix the meat. Many people only knows how to make chicken stock using chicken, how to make pork stock using pork. Actually, it's even better to use chicken and pork. Huh? It's okay, make at your home. Your home, halal not so important. Okay? So, why is it, you see, many people that message me, they always say, they never cook before MCO. Suddenly, they cook and they follow my method, and then their family say, don't know why, just over a couple of days, their food is so nice. Huh? Because they always follow my advice to use things like seasoning oil and also stocks. Because when you use stock, you don't have to use MSG, you don't have to use chicken powder already. This is why. This is the secret for all my recipes. And then I always have this thing at home. Fried garlic. You see, when you fry garlic, you will get onion, you will get garlic oil, you will get fried garlic, you'll get both. And your dish will definitely taste better. Actually, I also forgot what is this for. Oh, for the Okay, come. Okay, let's make the. Where's the first fish?
Settle down soon. Settle down now, actually.
Okay. So let's make the most simple steamed fish sauce. Right. First thing you put in is the chicken stock. At home, usually I won't put 100% chicken stock. Why? Because I want to save my chicken stock for in future uses. So I always mix half chicken stock with half water. But here I use 100% chicken stock. Okay, chicken stock. Lee Kam Kee. Why I want to say Lee Kam Kee? Because I don't think you should use any other brand for oyster sauce. About 1 tablespoon. And please don't ask me why I never measure. Always put your Lee Kam Kee oyster sauce inside your fridge. Cannot put outside because it doesn't have preservative.
Once open, if it's open.
Yeah. Okay. Then about 1 to 2 tablespoons of light soya sauce. I'll put a little bit of fish sauce here. Like I mentioned, fish sauce is very, very salty, so don't put too much. Just for the color, I will put a little bit of dark soya sauce. For the flavor, garlic oil. This is salt, okay? A pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar, maybe sugar a little bit more. Ada spoon besar sikit kasih air. Oh, I use this lah. I miss using my spoon to cook lah. Just bring it to a boil, then it's done. Okay? And we will put in some ginger slices and also fried garlic. That's all for the first one. Okay? Actually, most of the time when I'm at home, I don't even cook this. I will just mix it and then put it inside, pour it over the fish. Okay? Just let it boil for a while. Then we will start making the second one. The second one, I will make the... you all tried the 兰姐非洲鱼 before? Okay, I'm going to show you how to make 兰姐非洲鱼. Enough or not? 3 chili only. I can add as per your request.
I don't like to add on. Extra.
Oh, you extra chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, just now I asked my kakak not to deceive. So it's actually quite spicy. Okay, let's make the 兰姐 sauce. Which one?
Prawn.
Ah, okay. I think let it settle there lah.
Okay.
I think one by one it will be good. Timing just nice.
Your soup also done?
Yes. Do I want to saute or not? If I saute, I will create the smoke.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will saute. Saute. This one is quite noisy, I remember. Maybe we try without it first. We try without this one first. If it's too smelly, then only we on it. Okay, so put in some oil. I use garlic oil. You can use any vegetable oil you have. And put in some good amount of chopped garlic. About, actually you can actually put more ginger if you like. This is chopped ginger. I'll put half of the green onion. Left the rest towards the end later. Okay, we will saute this. I need more oil. Okay. We need to wait for the heat to rise first. You all like it spicy? Huh? Spicy? Then I'll add this now.
Add on spicy. Anyone?
You know the thing about controlling spiciness, number one is of course remove the seeds if you don't want it to be too spicy. The second way is the timing where you put in the chili. If you want it to be very spicy, put it now. If you want it to be less spicy, later. So
You can put some later.
actually, usually for the sauce I make at home, I will put less salty one. So some of you later may find my sauce a little bit less salty. Because I'm cooking for my mother-in-law. If I put a bit salty, she will complain already. That's why when you cook at home, you can control your own saltiness. By the way, this is not the best example here to use a spoon on a non-stick pan. If you want to use a spoon on a non-stick pan, you have to be very gentle because it will scratch the non-stick. That's the reason why I always love and prefer to use stainless steel, because you can scratch whatever you like. Can you all smell the fragrance? It's actually already very fragrant.
You can smell your mouth is not working.
Okay, I throw in the chili now.
Everyone waiting for that.
Which one?
The second fish.
The first or second fish?
Second fish.
Oh, the first fish already done.
Ultimate.
Oh, okay. Okay, the moment you don't have to fry until it becomes brownish. As long as you can you can smell the fragrance is enough. Put in your chicken stock. It will be very flavorful. Now for 兰姐非洲鱼, the dark soya sauce is actually very important. Light soya sauce, a little bit of fish sauce, just a little bit. But fish sauce, one thing about fish sauce besides saltiness, it will really gives you the umami flavor. It can really come from fish sauce. I will give it a few dashes of white pepper. I haven't put in the salt and sugar yet, right? A pinch of salt. Sugar. Why is it you want to add sugar after putting salt? Because it will actually enhance the potency of the salt itself. The word is potency. Okay, done. I don't want to taste because it's going to be spicy. Have I added oyster sauce just now? Yes, I did, right? Did I add oyster sauce? Not yet. Second one, not yet. So I'll add some oyster sauce inside. Okay, about 1 tablespoon. Okay, done. Okay, now our fish is ready. This is ready. And like I always say, when you want to open this pot, always open outwards. But now we don't want to open first. Because why? I haven't poured the fishy water. So now I'm going to pour the fishy water, but it's quite hot. Where's the hole?
Facing it. The fish pot will be hot, but if you come to the inner pot, it's actually steamy. It's not hot. Just a little bit. Yeah, first of all, there is the water. The second thing is just when you do seafood, you don't want to deteriorate, so the seafood is much more nicer. Fish or if you use inner pot, there is chicken, salt, meat, or pork, much more better. You can try it. This is a different type of pot.
Okay. Like I said, open outwards. See the steam. Okay, open outwards. I'm sure you all know how to check whether it is fully cooked or not. Just use a chopstick, poke through. If it cannot go through, then it's not fully cooked yet. Then put it inside for another 2 minutes. Okay, but this one, I think it should be fully cooked. I have removed most of the fishy water. Okay, it has about 10% left, should be fine. No chopstick. Yeah, sometimes people sometimes sometimes when people buy the ice is not even there. Thank you. Okay, so basically I have removed most of the fishy water already. Right. Okay. So where's the steamed fish sauce? Here. So we are going to garnish it with some ginger. So much, yeah. Appa is a ginger person. Where's my garlic? Where's my fried garlic?
Lunchtime, just right.
Okay. All right, done. The first fish is done. Second fish. Cut. Oh, sorry. Where is the hole? The hole is. I have to remove the fishy water also. Because the pot looks very nice, so you can actually serve together using the pot. 来，再抹出去。Okay, the second fish is done. I just pour off the water. Ooh. This one I try to pour as much water as possible because this is tilapia fish. River fish. But I'm telling you, this is going to be more tender than the other one. Okay, so this is the 蓝街非洲鱼，蓝街非洲鱼。Wait啊！ garnish. Okay, done. The 蓝姐肥粥 is done. Can I have the chicken? Oh, careful. 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 Okay. This one, same thing. When you want to open, always face it outwards so that you won't hurt your hand. Okay? Look at the beautiful yellow oil. This is the natural chicken oil releasing from this ma chao ji. Okay? Always remember, I know many people always like to ask the chicken seller to remove the chicken fat. Remove the very fatty one, yes, but don't remove all the fat. Because the chicken fat, it is the reason why the soup is sweet. Not the bone, it's actually the chicken fat. So do not always remain some fat inside, okay? So this one, the only thing you need to do is to add on a little bit of salt. That's all. And this is done. 我们有一个东西可以搅。Can I？ 给我一个来搅一下。
这是全部的道具。
Now, just now did I actually explain why it actually becomes better? Because of the concentration of the water. You know, when we cook soup at home normally, like in my case, I cook for 3 adults. So I will put in bigger bowl, not this bowl, a bigger bowl, 3 bowls of water, put inside, right? That's when I cook normal soup. But also meaning by doing that, you are already diluting your soup when you start cooking. Already diluting. But this one, how much actually I put in just now? The most is about 2 bowls only. Maximum. Actually today, I purposely put it at the maximum. Normally, maybe I only put like 1.5 bowl. So, but at the end of the day, when it come out, the result is actually still 3 bowl. 3 to 4 bowl. 3 to 4 bowl. Because why? It actually coming out from the steam itself. So this machine, when they design this machine, they are basing on this concept called on Yunnan Qi Guo Ji, using the steam to actually create and together with the meat to generate the soup. So the soup that generated out is very, very concentrated. You will know when you test later. Okay, the soup is really fantastic. You only need to put a little bit of salt. That's it, and it is actually the best soup I ever had. Seriously. Just like that's why they call it the Yunnan Qi Guo Ji function. Okay, so this one is done. The other one more. Can you just take it up? Thanks. Yeah. No, it's not hot already. Outside is not hot already. So again, same thing. When you want to open, same thing here. Just put a bit of salt and taste. Go and taste the naturally sweetness from the chicken and also the veggie itself. Okay, done. Prawn? I think prawn we don't need to do anything. Just open it will do.
Then I'll take it.
Huh?
I'll take it.
Can. This one will be very straightforward lah. Okay, everything is done. You all better taste it before it become cold. Kasih kemaskan semua. No, it won't start one because it's empty. Yeah, it actually tells you. It cannot start one. If it's empty, they cannot start by itself, right?
Cannot start. Yeah. There's a safety button actually. Yeah. Just press on it. Yeah, now it's actually on, but it doesn't work because you hit the subtotal. So you just press on the red color.
John, maybe you can share with them how to maintain and how to wash these things with them.
Yeah, the top button. Correct.
Oh, you just press 3 seconds. So you auto cancel on.
Yeah. So basically the machine has safety functions. So if there's a kid trying to remove any part of the pot, the machine will stop. Alright. So other than that, the forge that Cooking Apa used just now, you might wondering the machine itself, sometimes when you cook there's a little bit of dirty things that's not in the holes. So what happens is this machine can do auto clean by itself. Yeah, you don't need to call us for maintenance because the machine do come with the auto clean function. Auto clean functions. Or we'll teach you how to do it later on. Just pressing one button, hold on it. Yeah. Then the machine will start auto clean by itself. So you put the pot in, so you can see the pot after half an hour. You can see all the black things that are coming out. So you don't need actually wash the machine. The machine just did it. You just wash the pot itself.
And seriously, you all must start eating now.
Yeah. Anyone come please eat
Especially the fish lah. The fish cannot tahan one.
Sorry? Oh, can, no problem. Very simple. Or maybe I'll try it first.
I think you have to cut the
You know how to wash it?
I want to feel how heavy is it. What's all
Okay, this is actually open.
But on the front, it looks like
the prawns have to cut.
Just take the whole thing lah. It's okay lah. Just take the whole thing lah. They got a bigger scissor here. A bit very far. You want to cut it yourself? It's a bit too far for me. I didn't see this scissor just now.
Oh,
I only see the small one.
actually all the tools is inside here.
Come with this, with the fish pot. Yeah, come with the fish pot together.
so this one and
Fish pot. Yeah. So this one basically all you need to wash. They are fast. If you
Eating. Not can be steamed powder.
so you put entire cake in here. This one don't need to wash it, just take it up. Yeah, just wash. This is nothing.
So this steamer, if you suddenly find your fish is not 100% cooked, just put it back. Give it another 2-3 minutes.
Try the
这个汤放多久时间？
这个汤刚才我放了45分钟，你可以放1个小时，因为我是放那个菜盐鸡。如果你用普通鸡的话，半个钟。
如果说你放45分钟，它的瓜类全部都会软。
啊，会。如果你是用普通的菜盐鸡，你可能放到1个小时也可以。
鸡没关系，我放瓜类
OK，
都软的啦。
都 OK。因为它这个是有一点压力锅这样子的，它有一点 pressurized 的。你要弄久点没有问题的。
这一个的它的温度去到120。
大概。其实它的温度会维持在100到120左右，它不会太高，它也不会太高，它是 pressurized 的。
You eat first, I'll tell you. This is our marketing card. Yeah, so all the
The water level.
Yes, we have this
water level is 159. This is the
yes,
water
yes,
level.
and then we also have this service center.
Steam found you don't need to put
Because
water
sometimes
inside.
you buy online,
You don't need to put water inside. You just put your file, you put your dim sum or whatever, then you just close it.
Because it releases steam by itself. 来炖the whole fish， 炖the whole fish，炖the whole fish。哦，sure。
You want to go vertical or
Anything?
anything?
Can see our face maybe.
Excuse me behind. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more time, 1, 2, 3. Alright.
Okay,
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Send me the picture.
Okay.
Is the fish fully cooked?
Yes.
Should be fully cooked. Kasi cuci semua.
Only one size. Do you
Huh? Different. One is chicken mushroom. This one is 青红萝卜.
you put it next time, you do setting. Then morning, let's say you want it to like cook at 6 o'clock. You can do preset. Okay, how you preset it, I will show you. Let's say you want to do steam, like potato or anything brain or anything every morning. You want to steam, press steam. Let's say you want to steam or soup, stuff like that. You want to make soup, it's okay. Let's say you steam, you just want 5 minutes. 5 minutes, then you press preset. 7 hours from now, or 8 hours from now, or 1 hour from now. From the start, then you press start. Then the machine will count down. You off the machine, they will count down. So when you don't off the power. So when you reach morning when the time reach, so the machine will basically the machine will auto start. Yeah, it will wake up by itself and then start. Yeah. Up to your choice, you can like I can't remember 2 hours or 1 hour minimum.
You all must really try the soup. The soup is very, very good.
15 minutes okay. 10 minutes okay. Yeah. So like usually if I want to make soup, but I want to go out now. So because it's a medium pot, so we put everything in there, just close it and reset. So by the time I come back, it's already
啊，就是青红萝卜鸡，然后那个是那个 mushroom。你不要掺那两个，你掺在一起的味道不一样了。这个鸡是马草鸡来的。其中一种 free range chicken 啊，比较不会这样硬的 free range chicken， 很甜的哈。John, perhaps you want to demonstrate the blender for them?
We let them eat first. Maybe we cut off our
Okay,
light first.
okay. We will cut off, so we stop for a while first, and we continue later the live. Okay? So we will stop for eating time.
Eating time now.
We will come
Let
back
that
shortly.
Alright, so if those, especially Singapore fans, if you guys are interested, please visit our website www.pacifica.my. Okay, so there will be a promo for you to select which one that you want. Alright, thank you so much. We'll see you guys in a while.
Okay, off.